Hello, everyone. Am I live on the internet once again? Taking me a second to realize. Yes, I am live. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a little chat, a little video, because going live seems to be way easier than recording and doing all these things. So hello if you're live and hello if you're watching on the replay. I wanted to talk about the intensity of all of the junk and the pain and the trauma and the repression that we have cleverly, for safety, shoved down into our body, and how when we think we are trying to upgrade our psychic gifts or connect to our cosmic family or increase our abundance or our manifestation, and we feel that we're blocked, sometimes I feel that we think we just need to work harder. We need to try harder. We need to buckle down. And when we're thinking and tuning into this one aspect of our life, what I'm recognizing at the moment, like a lot of people are saying, why can't I connect to my galactic family? I know they're there and I can't really connect with them deeper. One thing that I've been hearing a lot from people's cosmic family, when I tune into someone's field, I kind of see they have Syrian guides or Andromedan or Arcturians, and they kind of present to me either physically or energetically. I feel them. Lately, they've been saying on the galactic cosmic front, we've been here, but we haven't wanted to interfere with the human elements that you've needed to move through, just like your grounding or paying the bills or working in your job or your family relationship dynamics, your self-worth aspects. And they've been saying, we're in the background, we want to connect, we've been helping you subtly. But if you're someone who's like, why can't I connect to my galactic family? I just want to say that, one, there's a reason that they're holding back. Sometimes, and I experience this, when we get to connect with our cosmic family, it can be so expansive and exciting and like a homecoming. And then once you kind of step out of that state of being and kind of ground back more into your everyday life, picking up the kids from school, going to your career, going to the grocery store, the disparity between this level of consciousness that you experience in those higher realms and then being a human can be absolutely life altering. For me, when I started connecting with my cosmic family, it was like such a process of being like, whoa, I am finally feel like it makes sense as to who I am. But then I fell into like a really deep depression, frustration, loneliness, to be like, oh my God, now that I've met my family, I still have to be here. I still have to be here. And that really was hard. So a lot of things that I'm hearing lately from people's cosmic family is, we are waiting in the wings, but we're waiting for you to move through the density that you need to move through so we can not derail you from what you kind of still have left to tick off the list. Because as a soul, you came here, and I keep getting the message that some of you came here with a really long list of things that you wanted to achieve. Heal my mother's worthiness contracts, release abandonment consciousness, use my voice and speak my power. We're moving through such intense upgrading times. And in the session that I just had before, they were saying what you must realize with these ginormous influxes of solar flares and higher frequency energies being brought to the planet, whilst on the surface it looks so disruptive and it looks like your whole life the rug is being pulled out from beneath you, and you're like, holy crap, everything I ever knew is completely changing. they're saying the benefit of this is the exponential growth, that where you used to climb the ladder of your ascension one step at a time, they were saying you go from level 1 to level 4 to level 8, 16, 32, right? You're going at exponential rates. And in a minute, I'm going to just channel a little bit of kind of like what they were saying is there are cosmic energy structures you can utilize to speed up the cleansing, the decalcification process in terms of your inner journey work. There are so many different modalities. There's talk therapy, there's IFS, there's somatic release work. There's all of these types of protocols you can use. But this session was so cool today. They were showing me this, like, how do I explain? They were showing me people who have near-death experiences, and they're saying, we'll run it in a second. So many things to say. They were saying people who have near-death experiences and go to the other side. They were saying, like, say someone has a car crash and there are 4 people in the car. One person has an NDE and they meet their guides, and their guides are like, hey, do you want to go back down or do you want to, like, stay here? When they choose to go back down, if they have the choice, there is this type of cosmic life force, divine frequency that assists in repairing and regenerating. It's like a divine intelligence is what it is. Repairing and moving through the system to upgrade the cellular function, to cleanse out the density, and to repair the body faster. Whenever I teach channeling energy, one thing that I'm always so blown away by is, and you might feel this too, let me check the comments if anyone's writing anything, because we're live now. Hi people. One thing I'm realizing is when you want to channel energy, there are so many sources of energy, so many specific frequencies that you can choose to, or not choose to, or not recognize that you even can utilize within your sessions, within yourself. You can channel energy straight from source. If you're doing Reiki, you can use your symbols with your chakra ray connecting into life force energy. You can channel Fey energy. You can channel energy from the great central sun. You can channel energy from the inner earth realm. When you learn to work with galactic frequencies, and I am not an expert, I'm only just saying what I've seen and what I've like kind of remembering that I used to do or co-currently do, is specific formulas of light codes that repair at faster rates, at different rates, that upgrade, that they're showing me like how what's that Pac-Man where he goes around and eats the density? There are different cleansing rates of the frequencies that you channel. So this structure they were showing me, and I want to run this for you in a minute, is learning how to anchor your intention and awareness into a realm or a galactic consciousness or a frequency that when you start to channel light, you're channeling from a space that holds higher quotients of the divine intelligence of this makeup. They're showing me inside the body we have calcium, we have iron, we have all of these different makeups of what is within us, and they're giving me the nudge to say, and I keep seeing this with people, you know you're psychic, you know that you are here to help people, maybe you're seeing clients, maybe you're probably like doing Reiki or something where you're just starting to read the field. I think there's a disparity between people wanting to like really make an effect and then leaving it up to source. What I'm seeing with people, it's like when you're doing Reiki or starting to work with energy, you're given like the beginner's manual, right? Does this make sense? Like you're given the beginner's guide. And once you kind of master that, I think that people are not knowing how to step from this stream of healing information into maybe this more expansive, and I'm not trying to place a hierarchy or create judgment on anything. It's more just like what is creating greater change at this time for people. And they're saying there are, how do I explain? You don't know what you don't know until you know it. And they're saying there are so many protocols and different strains of energy that you're able to channel for yourself and for people that you just don't know about yet. So I want to run a little activation, but because of this, I've just started, it came into my mind that I'm going to start running little focus groups for psychic gift expansion and then another multidimensional kind of masterclass. I'm also running my July Multidimensional Energy Training. So I'm just putting a call out to anyone who's kind of like, I know I can do more, I just don't know how. I think the key is to really go deep into not necessarily how can I upgrade my psychic gifts, more just how can I clear my channel from the density, from the slack, from the limitation, from the pain, from the deepest parts of me, so I needn't work so hard to learn something, to acquire something. How can I make it that the spring, the well that lives deep within inside me can overflow and pour from within? Because they're saying over the next 3 years, there are frequencies that are available to us to channel, to connect with, that there is kind of no textbook for, if this makes sense. There is kind of, they're just showing me, there are more advanced frequencies that we're able to bring forth through our system and weave throughout the template. And they're saying you need to be brave to explore. You need to be curious enough to ask for more, ask to be shown more, ask to see more, ask to know more, because especially for people who listen, like when I tune into this channel, they always say the same thing. People here, like tuning in, are on another realm, such powerful masters of creation, of light, of healing. And something that I'm really seeing a lot of is people saying, I know this version of myself. I've met this version and I have no idea how to ground and embody and understand how to translate what I'm seeing and feeling and sensing in the enormity of self into my humanness. So that's kind of why I want to really create these networks and groups and trainings. We've got the Amplify Your Energy Gifts course starting next Tuesday, because the gap between this version of self that feels safe and comfortable to the version of you that is empowered, that can use your gifts, that can connect to your galactic family, that is essentially just vibrating on a higher level. That's all we're essentially doing, is attuning to higher aspects of self that already could currently exist. This middle section, it's confusing. There's not one framework that's like, drink this much water and eat this food and heal this and make up with your dad and like do this course. So I just want to offer a frequency of acceleration for your abilities and just remind you that sometimes it's not about pushing deeper or harder or faster into where it is you want to be. It's actually stopping and going deeper into where you don't want to be. Because I really feel that we're being assisted at this time to cleanse out faster. I like fully just, I was so sad last night and I just cried for like 2 hours, just being like, why don't I have any family? Like, why don't I have a brother or a sister or a mom or a dad? Why don't I have anyone that like cares about me? And it really just triggered this like deep sadness. And my mind was like, how can I clear the energy? Like, what can I do? How can I take more responsibility? And I think the answer is there is nothing to do. It's only to feel and to allow and to love yourself enough to recognize that you deserve to go there and just have it heard and witnessed and listened to. And then last night in my dream, it was so vivid. And I don't really remember my dreams, but there was a really vivid dream of this beautiful being coming to me, and I was laying down and she was teaching me how to breathe. And I was watching these dense, dark, energetic patterns coming out like this black smoke. And she was holding my hand and she's like, okay, let's breathe. And I breathed right into the pain, and I encircled the pain with just this white light. And I started to breathe it out of my body, and I was watching it go. And as I was watching it go, I could read the energy of it and understand why I stored that emotion, what I believed about myself to be true that harbored and maintained that frequency to resonate, and me to keep choosing that belief about myself. And as it released, I just felt so much lighter. So what I'm trying to say is, like, even though we think we're doing our very best on the human plane, we might not remember or realize. But last night was an awareness of like, wow, we really are also being helped on the other side. And I think that that's what a light worker is, or someone wanting to use their psychic gifts, is recognizing and holding the bigger picture whenever you can, that we are multidimensional beings. We did come from a higher plane. We are on earth to get that re-access this greater consciousness part of ourselves, to be fully embodied, to create heaven on earth in our physicality. And that when you can hold that perspective and awareness for yourself, you can shine that onto others and also help other people. So if you're feeling like the grief and the pain is absolutely just like a little bit too much, and you need something to take the edge off, because I fully get that, the 25th, we're doing the 3-part emotional liberation series. So there are tools to help you, whatever way you do it. Maybe you have a bath in Epsom salts. Maybe you scream in your car because everything's cooked. They're saying the best thing that you can do right now is knowing yourself, and not necessarily trying to, how do I explain, manifest your way out of something. This is a time to take stock, to take heed at the inventory of your system, to look inside and actually be like, am I still holding grief, pain, hurt, judgment, fear, isolation, trauma? And start talking to the liminal space within your body, because they're saying, guess what? You can't bypass, you can't manifest, you can't think your way out of things that are a part of your soul contract and a part of your soul lesson to explore, identify, understand, and allow, because the wisdom that you're going to get from your time on earth is so much more valuable than that thing that you're trying to manifest, if this makes sense. Let me just check the comments. Oh, hello people. Hello. Thrilled to connect with you on a live. I have all 9 Claires. That's so cool. Hey Nicole. So what was I saying? Oh, and they were saying in this person's session, they were like, the souls, and it's really cool when they showed me this perspective, they were like, the souls that didn't choose to incarnate are like chilling. And they learn and grow whilst in, you could call it source or heaven or that dimension, higher astral, whatever, up to you. They grow a little bit, but they're saying when a soul chooses to embark on an earth journey, adventure, play, game, lifetime, you may look at your life and be like, I don't have any money. I don't like the house I live in. I'm always struggling. I'm sick. I didn't have the higher vibrational experiences. I look around at my life and I see anything but a higher frequency being. I see anything but a reality that is reflecting to me my true core worth. But they're saying the people that kind of just like, I was talking to my best friend about this last night. All of her friends are like super minted, like like there's billionaires in her friendship group. And she's like, I look at them and I wonder, they've never struggled. They've got everything handed to them and they look like their life is so amazing. And I look at mine and I'm like, oh, this is a hot mess. And she goes, are they more ascended than me because it's all like going well for them? And it made me think about how angels say often, if your life is going hunky-dory and perfect, we don't see that as good. When your life is in a dumpster fire of just chaos and hardship and you're really going through it, that's what they actually see as successful. That's what they actually see as you living your life. And they were saying, when a soul comes down to earth and then goes back after trying to clear all their things and having all these experiences, they were saying, numbers aside, metaphorically, in units of measurement, your soul has gained like 13,000 points of wisdom and light accrued to your frequency. So when you go to the other side, even if your life just looks so dreadful, they're saying you have got street cred, like you've got so much more value out of this than the person that you think has got it all together. So before we go into the energy, I'm just going to do a tiny little energy. What was I going to say? I'm going to go live soon to do, I'm just loving these lives. I'm going to be doing the Multidimensional Energy Training in July. If you want to learn to master your gifts, I'm going to do the Psychic Accelerator small group of just 10 people, taking your gifts from here to here. And then the Emotional Liberation series is the 25th. And then Amplify Your Energy Gifts starts next week. So there's heaps of ways. If you are like, I want to go there, let's go there. I'm happy to hold that container for you because I truly feel that a part of my purpose on earth is to like go to these places and then figure it out. And it happened to me, and then me to kind of like hold your hand to be like, you already know what to do. No one's just told you what to do or how to do it. Like actually energy isn't very hard. It's the human doubts and the societal imprints and the fact that you just didn't grow up knowing that that's who you are. So I love you guys and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. It's been hard, and let's do a little energy snippet into something that you're holding that is painful, that you're ready to just inject a little more, what did they call it? Divine intelligence to help speed up the process of ascension for you. So I'm going to put some music on. Ay, ay, ay. I have that feeling too. Green, so much, but so dreadful. Doubt. Doubt is probably like the most common one that I see. And I also wanted to just say, for anyone that, I want to just like, know what I'm trying to say. For anyone that thinks that I am always seeing beings, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I realized this morning, I came out of my session, I was like, whoa, I didn't see a single thing. I realized that I claircognizantly just channeled all of that information. And I wanted to just affirm to anyone that needs to hear it, it doesn't matter if you don't see anything. When you know, you know. Like when you're in the channel and you just be talking smack, like talking stuff that you could never have made up, and it's just flowing through you, that is equally as valid. I really want people to step out of the judgment of, I can't see, I don't know, I can't feel. Some client said the other day, oh, I can't really feel everything. And I said, great, that sounds lovely. Sometimes all I do is feel everything, and it's not necessary. So as we learn to refine our psychic gifts, I really want you to understand there are so many modes of information being digested and translated, and you don't need to use all your psychic gifts at once, and it would be kind of overstimulating. It's like watching I used to watch like secrets. I used to have a lot of clients in the Secret Space program, and I would go to Mars and Orion and watch these really just soulless, hectic lifetimes. And ever since that, I got pregnant with my first son, and I said, I actually don't want to see that anymore. Spirit really toned down me seeing, because you're allowed to do that. If things are overwhelming, you're allowed to turn down and turn up. And if you're wondering why something isn't coming online, maybe it's for your highest good that it's not online right now, right? Because Earth be stimulating and nervous systems are curly. So I'm going to stop chitting and chatting. I'm going to put on my solar plexus soundtrack, and I'm going to wait to hear that everyone can you just write in the chat if you can hear the music? Yay, okay. So come back to this if you want to, or tune in with me now. I'm excited. So just close your eyes. I set sacred space. I call in any and all beings, masters of light, higher selves of everyone tuning in. They're also saying when the group feel comes together, it's so much more powerful. Just calling on my higher self and just opening a gentle, energetic portal of light. Okay, there's a message for some people before we go in. There is a divine intelligence behind the ascension process. Some of you here are quite literally in the process of dissolving versions of self that you longed and requested 3 months ago to work through, to move through, to raise your frequency. Some of you, the message is, you're actually inhibiting the innate process that is taking place at this time by interfering with your mind to always question, am I good? Where am I? They're saying sometimes the excess of meditation, the excess of clearing is inhibiting and stagnating the part of you. Oh, why did the music cut out? It's coming back. The part of you that's already in flux. They're showing me this version of you and then a version of you that's like finished and it's on the other side and it's like, oh, I completed it. This version in here is like going and being, it's like a black and white version that's trying its very best to fade out. If you're pausing in the fading out of it, that's innately happening to you, you're re-anchoring the trauma. You're saying, I still have to work through this. But that trauma is saying, wait, I'm trying to get out of here. Stop reaffirming that I exist by trying to clear me. I'm being cleared. So actually, the message for some of you, not all of you, because everyone's on a different path. Some of you, it's like, let's get to work, right? But for some of you, the answer is like, go get an ice cream. Go see your friend. Go listen to your favorite music in the car. Go and like watch TV. Go and just chill. Because the act of trying so hard can come from a place of desperation or over masculine control, and they just want to remind you that there are teams literally trained and assigned on the other side to help you, that are putting things in your face, that are blocking you from your manifestations, that are like a horse with blinders, curving you into the right path. And actually, some of you have not felt supported and assisted. So of course, you've got your white knuckles holding on so tight to the steering wheel that the only answer actually is to take your hands off and be like, well, give up, let go, and let God, right? So if you want to release anything, let's all just gently release the over masculine control of Kuyarara undrara uroto, figuring it all out. So just white light, just dragon beings coming through your system and gently if you've been putting pressure on yourself from getting to A to B to C, just take a deep breath and go. Surrender. Because when you hold the hose so tight, source, divinity, struggles to flow through. And for those of you that are wishing to speed up your ability, speed up your ascension, I want you to choose one part within your energetic body that you feel stagnant energy accumulates the most. Open your eyes on the inside of your body. What is the size and shape of that stagnant energy? Size of a golf ball in your throat. Maybe it's a dagger in your heart. You're saying personify the pain as a structure. Maybe it feels like a giant metal chain around your throat. And they're just saying, say a prayer for a minute to your teams, and not only to your guides. Connect to the divine intelligence, the galactic beings. Sometimes I ask to connect to the highest being, the most advanced healer of the universe. We are all one. Why not go to the top? Now what we're going to do is just place a capsule of this frequency. They're showing it to me, just hold with me. How sperm holds the divine blueprint, the divine intelligence to create life. This liquid light holds the energy that breaks bonds, that decalcifies, that deaccumulates the density around the cells, so it has a cleansing mechanism, as well as a higher quotient of your soul's blueprint. Wow, so just feel that energy coming through. Inside of that structure where you feel that density, we are going to grow that light, that liquid light. Saying in your mind aloud, I allow liberation from this experience. Yata amayatala osusiriara rototo. Kia mai kia lata ara o Maria lara o sur ira asir and ai kia lara o kuya umdra iela oro umdra kia lara taya tia ta 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 ta. And they're saying we're allowed to set this frequency, this capsule, this energetic encodement active. They're saying you set the timer. 6 hours, 6 days. So just running this white light through your system. And they're just clearing energy of your crown that inhibits you from connecting to the higher realms. They're saying the reason we are highlighting the need for advancements of frequency is that you are going to need more reserves in the tank, more connection, more assimilation of the higher frequencies into your physical body to withstand the next chapter of humanity, and to assist regenerating the depletion we are all experiencing, oh gosh, of the last 60 years, 100 years. Many of you, please need to understand the level, the depth of clearing, activating, entrainment, upgrading that you are going through. Some of you sit on the couch and don't do anything that day, and you think to yourself, God, I didn't do anything that day. They're saying, absolutely not. You are breaking ancestral bonds. You are going from a carbon-based system into the fourth state, the plasmic. They're saying, never has there been a greater time that the body and the energetic structure is being morphosized. I don't know what that word is, sorry. So I'm just going to run a bit more light and then we're going to close down. They're saying you all made the choice to go from human to superhuman. So of course you're going to break some eggs along the way. So just anchoring this light now. And they're saying, please, give yourself a chance. Put your hand on your sacral if you want. And anchor your own divine connection with yourself. There's never going to be someone more on your side than you need to be right now. It is not about friends and family. It is about the relationship you hold with yourself. So just feel this light entering your sacral. And just feel it amplifying. Feel a fire in your sacral. That from now on, you deserve to connect to yourself. And so it is. Just giving thanks to all beings and wrapping you in your own cocoon of light. And just taking a deep breath to feel that energy, that frequency. Okay. So just let that energy just gently settle. I can feel it moving through my system. Yamarata. They're saying the purge is upon us. It's nothing new. We're not telling you anything new, but they're saying recognize that you are advanced, recognize that you are masters, and start acting and asking from that place. They're saying they're making fun of me. They're like, if you ever been told that you're bossy or like full on, use that to your advantage, because the bold are rewarded, is what they're saying. They're like making fun of me. Okay. So I'm going to be going live inside the Cosmic Library next week to do daily energy activations, because this new platform is awesome. So feel free to join me over there if you like this. Come check out everything that's happening, and I send you all my love. Go forth and clear or don't clear. Eat some ice cream. I'll stay on for a few more minutes if you have any other questions. Nicole said, I get bossy. They're just saying, use your bossiness to your advantage. They're just saying, if you need to call in more help, demand it. Like, demand more help. I remember they were saying to me a long time ago, like, like, beings from a higher realm aren't above you. You're just, sometimes we say, oh, please help me, but it's like also like, I need your help, being here now. Like, you can be a bit more like, oh, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting me and my family. It's kind of crazy to have a second kid. Being in like crazy, I appreciate you. I was wondering how you felt going live in person, like a tour. When I don't have a 4-month-old baby, I'm gonna come to the States soon, definitely. I can't wait to just like meet humans, like real life people, because I'm just sitting in my room talking to aliens. Encoded frequencies at the club. I'll be like, what's up? We're going into the Syrian portal, mother truckers. Okay, beautiful people, send you all my love. I hope that you feel somewhat inspired or lighter. Check me out in the Cosmic Library for next week's lives, and check out all the stuff, and love ya. Bye. Hey Alice, I don't understand what just happened. It was transformative. It hurt and felt good at the same time. And that is life, my friends. It hurts and it feels good at the same time.